Woodville, about an hour out of Palmy, a little slice of paradise, and home to these guys.
Yeah, so my full name is Te Whiti Te Rangi Te Paia Mata Warbrick. My production name is Sick Drums. I guess Woodville is sort of like a hidden gem. It's very picturesque out here. It's nice scenery, it's quiet. It's not like city life. And I think that plays a part in the way we feel when we're making music.
Never in a million years would have thought I would be like doing music in Woodville. I would have been like, how's that possible?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
But the internet allows that these days,
Yeah.
Making beats, making samples to play under the lyrics of an artist's song. And not just any artist, we're talking the big league.
But baby, who you need?
So a lot of people think that, per se, I have the song with Rihanna, that I was in the studio with her at the time recording. Not at all. I was at my home in Sanson back in 2015 maybe. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a view of the farm and the cows. I was using headphones that were broken on one side, just creating beats, and then sent it off. Then months later I hear, oh yeah, we've got a song with Rihanna coming out, and I'm like, oh crazy, like what? And the first time I heard it is when it aired on Beats One Radio with Zane Lowe. And I didn't even know what beat it was or anything, but to hear the song for the first time was mind-blowing. Like, I did that. That's insane.
Joe and Gio are husband and wife, making quite a name for themselves in LA from little old Woodville.
Anytime we're live on Instagram and we show people like the farm and stuff, they're like, yeah, we want to come out there. Because LA, it's like there's nothing like this, you know.
Concrete jungle out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Even when we showed just the animals, the horses out the back, they just go nuts.
Eli is Gio's little brother, and Te Whiti is their close mate from up the road. It's a community, a whānau. They work as individual producers and sometimes together.
Extremely blessed, because some people work their heart out all their lives to not really sustain a lot, but with the music and the way the music industry is, I get to sit home, still get to hang around my family, my wife, my kids, and enjoy making music from home.
They each bring their individual talents producing hip-hop beats for artists all over the world.
You guys make this?
They produce all of it right here at home in Woodville.
I feel like in the States and stuff like that, it's very like, it's business. You know, you're there to work, you're not, you know, necessarily there to make friends.
I suppose there's nothing better than just hanging out with your homies and coming out with a result at the end.
Along with Rihanna, Te Whiti has made beats for Post Malone, Lil Wayne, Camila Cabello, Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, Ty Dolla $ign, Tyga, and many more. Yeah, believe it. And this was the biggest hit of all of them. It's just gone diamond, meaning it's sold more than 10 million units.
And to hear my music under her voice was incredible.
It's been a whirlwind. On his first trip to LA, he was rubbing shoulders with Usher, Post Malone, Snoop Dogg.
So I went to the studio, Michael Jackson recorded a lot of his big hits at, and got to see the fancy gloves and all that kind of thing.
On his 24th birthday, he got to make beats with Snoop at his mansion.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is such a nice guy, and he calls everybody nephew, so when you're around him you really feel like his little nephew.
What's his house like?
He had TV green rooms, like, you know, for film and TV. He had two huge different studio setups, one called the Mothership and one called the Battleship.
Oh my
And so we worked on those for the day.
Welcome to the mothership. W Magazine, Big Snoop Dogg, Boss Lady Entertainment. We in here now, y'all.
It's a huge compound. It's not even really a house. From the outside, it looks like a small factory.
Yeah.
There's guards everywhere.
For Te Whiti, it all began with kapahaka at Aotearoa College.
I played the guitar for like house competitions and things like this. And I learned how to play notes, chords and harmonies from singing with the brothers. And so once I got into making music, all my experience there sort of like helped.
And get this, he got his big break after losing his job at the local meatworks for playing a prank. He was flicking a piece of meat fat at his mate, but things went off script.
I didn't get him, I got the meat inspector. And so she turned straight around and everybody saw me do it and pretty much an instant dismissal.
But that opened the door to a full-time gig as a producer, most recently for Māori artists here in Aotearoa.
There's a few people in, like, say, the film, TV industry, all the sorts of things all over New Zealand where Māori really strive, and I'm proud to be a Māori that's been able to go overseas, work with these artists, and succeed.
Yeah.
And sort of just display to other Māori who are trying to do the same thing that this is possible. And you know, if you have a dream, follow it, because I did that and I'm here now.
The tie-up with him and Joe happened in LA, without realising they lived just down the road from each other back home.
Working with Joe in guitars, he makes fire country guitar stuff. I wish I could play a guitar like bro, he's the man.
Ever since I picked up the guitar, my dream was to play guitar for a living, so to be able to do it and do it from where I grew up is crazy, because I always thought you'd have to move to America or the UK at least, or something, you know.
His specialty is mixing guitar with hip-hop.
The first one ever, if I started with that, was actually Jay Sean. There was a song called With You that I did the guitar on. And it was through a producer friend in America. He asked me, oh look, I've got this Jay Sean song and we can't get it cleared because they used like a sample, and they asked if I could do guitar on it instead. And so that was my first placement.
And there's money in mixing, serious money.
It's been pretty unreal, like the money we've actually been able to make through music, never knowing that it would have actually been, you know, possible to make any money from music, let alone like actually enough to like live well, and you know.
I think for me, obviously getting the platinum songs is, you know, a massive bonus, but I think being able to have the lifestyle that we want, being able to do this for a living, you know, yeah, make enough money to live off and for our family. I'd say that that's probably like the most rewarding part.
Joe and Gio have created samples for Pop Smoke. Polo G. Rod Wave, amongst others. So far, 13 of Joe's songs have gone platinum, meaning they've sold 1 million units each.
I actually checked this morning just to see, in case you asked, I have 2.9 billion streams total of my catalogues.
Joe and Gio are both local farming kids. They grew up here in Woodville, and both of them bring different skills to the party. Gio creates vocal samples.
Vocal samples are usually sampled from a song that's already released, so usually they will use an older song, sample it, they will pitch it up a little bit so it's not exactly like the original, and that turned out to be something that was really, really beneficial and definitely filled a pretty big gap in the in the market.
Talent runs in the family. Gio is also making music with her little bro, Eli.
There'd be something and I'll say to Gio like, oh, can you add a vocal to this or something? And Gio's never like, nah. Never, not once. She's always like, yeah, I'll try. Like, yeah, I think trusting each other's, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
judgment?
Yeah, trusting each other's, and vision as well, I think is a cool thing. And I don't know, being like-minded, like being siblings, I think you just naturally, in ways, think alike.
Yeah, we've got a couple placements together now, which is really cool, with some big artists. Actually, all three of us, me, Eli, and Joseph. And that was really special, I think, having us all on like a song that's now gone platinum.
It was my first song that went platinum, and it was with my sister and my brother-in-law.
Yeah,
and it's like,
pretty special.
Who else can say that?
All of them have turned down the opportunity to live and work overseas. Home is where the heart is.
There really is nothing like home, and even the music that we make when we are here compared to over there, it's just so much better.
Puts in perspective how cool it is to be like doing what we do from New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's so much more relaxed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that these big artists overseas need to come here?
100%.
100%, yes. They need to come and experience the lifestyle here, how calm it is, and how easy it is to work when you're in a place like this, for sure.